Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. I know that I absolutely did. Today, my article comes to you out of the great state of Florida. The headline reads, Florida officials arrest 2 people accused of falsifying signatures for marijuana legalization ballot initiative. Florida officials say that 3 canvassers are being prosecuted on fraud charges, including one person who was involved in petitioning for an unrelated gambling-related initiative. The department said that circulators submitted dozens of falsified marijuana and gambling initiative petitions without specifying exactly how many signatures may have been impacted. The article says that the canvassers were paid per signature and that this method can lead to concerns over the temptation to falsify signatures to make more money and ultimately sway outcomes. The state's prosecution of the paid circulators is happening more than 6 months after the Florida Division of Elections announced that the activists had submitted enough signatures to qualify for the 2024 ballot. Spokesperson for the Campaign for Smart and Safe Florida told Marijuana Moment that this is, quote, a fully supportive of FDLE's investigation and that they pledge to cooperate any way that they can. It says that nearly 1 million signatures were in favor for the ballot placement and were submitted, which is well beyond the 891,523 required signatures that were needed, suggesting that reportedly falsified petitions that are now in question would not actually be meaningful enough to impact the campaign's current qualification requirement status. For reference, they only need 8% of the population signatures in 14 of the 28 congressional districts. That said, even with more than enough signatures, the question remains how the Supreme Court will come down on the overall legalization measure, which the Attorney General's office, of course, wants to see invalidated ahead of next year's election. Interestingly, though, 7 out of 10 Florida voters support legalization efforts. The multi-state marijuana company that we all talk about a lot around here, Trulieve, has contributed more than $39 million to the Smart and Safe Florida campaign to date and has been looking to position themselves on a monopolistic stronghold in the marketplace. Law contains a provision that would allow but not require lawmakers to take steps towards the approval of additional businesses. Home cultivation by consumers would not be allowed under the proposed drafted policies. Adults 21 and older would be able to purchase and possess up to 1 ounce of cannabis, only 5 grams of which could be concentrate products. The 3-page measure also omits equity provisions favored by advocates such as expungements or other relief for people with prior cannabis convictions. I don't know about you guys, but that being omitted is actually a huge non-starter for me. Florida expects anywhere from $191 million to $431 million in tax revenue with adult use laws that would come into effect. And guys, my oh my, Florida priorities are a little bit backwards as usual. We're not surprised to hear this, but I am really interested to see what you guys think about these petition signers and what should happen with them. And do you think that the state of Florida is going to throw this entire thing out? Let me know what you think. This is Mandy coming at you live for High at 9 News.
You know what I really
Every initiative I've been involved in has the same problems. That's why they make you submit substantially more than what's required, because they throw a lot of these out. All right. And, you know, that's why my clients always hired professional signature gatherers, as strange as that sounds, because they know how not have to go out and just make up names, write somebody down and pull an address out of your ass and submit it. I'm sure this is a crime. And they should probably be prosecuted for it because it's perjury. It's submitting false official documents, things like that. But it happens every place I've ever had these initiatives.
I mean, it's perjury because you're forging a signature, Dale.
Oh, absolutely. It's an official document that you know is false too.
Yeah. Let me call a different angle of this out, though. So, okay, we have these people that are saying, look at these signatures that these people are gathering for this weed ballot because they're faking them, and it's like, and this calls into question the whole integrity of the whole weed ballot that's coming up there, and all the old Florida voters that are all the snowbirds that are down there go, oh, they're rigging the ballots down there for this weed thing. And then when you drill down on this and you say, okay, how many of these are actually called into question? They have a quote that says dozens, and then a sentence after that that says nothing can be verified of the actual number. So their quote of dozens of these signatures that could have been called into question when they only needed 800,000. And I'm not sure what it said, Mandy, but I think it said that over 1 million were collected. So to me, the math looks like it's well in favor of the ballot being legit. Now, let's talk about the bill. The bill sucks. Let's be honest. The bill in Florida is horrible. But is it better than nothing? I guess so. I guess it's better than nothing. Barely, but it's better than nothing.
That's what people said about 64.
But isn't that beside the point? Whether the bill is good or not.
Hold on.
I think
right. You're right. That's beside the point. The point is that this whole headline of these fake signatures and what should be done with these people. It was literally a dozen signatures, and like Dale said, they literally throw out hundreds or sometimes thousands of these signatures when they're not collected in the right way. To say these dudes had some scheme to make money off this for dozens of signatures, I can't imagine they were making more than cents off of each signature.
No,
so
they
what
get
did they
paid.
make?
No, they get paid. They get paid. They get paid like $4 a signature, bro. They do get paid.
Okay, so they made $48. Excuse me. So they made like $48 off of this scheme to come up on the voters and stuff like
Hold
that.
on. Here's the real question. Here's the real question at hand.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
I think it was a great Ron DeSantis. Impersonation that you did there, Luke, because it looks like he might be the only Republican in 2023 to not have to retract his own falsified ballot claims. Just wanted to say that real quick.
All right. So here's the real question. Here's the real question that I think that none of you guys have asked yet, because this is the only thing that I really want to know about this story. Is Kim Rivers going to bail these guys out of jail?
That's a fair question.
Will Donald Trump bail out all of his his falsified election people?
Oh my God, I would die.
Oh my God.
Now, I mean, I think from my perspective, how would we approach this if it was on the other side, right? If it was a prohibitionist ballot initiative and there was falsified signatures on that, I think we'd be calling them even if it was
burned
only
at the cross.
Exactly, we'd be calling for the guillotine, Yep. So, forget the initiative. And again, I'm not arguing for anybody to be incarcerated over it, because I just do not believe in prison, especially for something like this. But yeah, they should get punished. That is fraud.
Mm-hmm. No, and don't get me wrong and take it out of context. Like I'm saying, there should be no consequence for the individuals. And if it was the other way around, you're right. So we would be probably crying foul too. But if somebody hit me with those numbers right there, I would kind of be crying foul, and then I'd be thinking to myself, I sound dumb right now. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep it real.
That's fair.
It's a logical fallacy. It's what breaking news is all about.